Welcome to Greens in a Game, special 3-part episode, because it will take 3 weeks for us to record this. This is a bit of a long game. We're going to be doing it's a 2-player game, so we'll be doing a 3-player tournament of it. The first week, Bo and Becky will be competing for a bye in the tournament. The second week, I will play the loser of that game in the semifinals. And then the winner of Game 2 will play the winner of Game 1 in the finals on Week 3. I recently got a game published called TAILITS, and that's the game you see in front of you with the colorful Tetris pieces next to it. And they will be playing a special variation of it that is included in the rules called TAILITS+TAIJI. TAIJI being this game made by Romeral Andrés, which was the inspiration for TAILITS. We'll explain the rules of the They'll be playing 2 games essentially, one on top of the other. We'll explain the rules of Taiji when we get there, but for now, here are the rules of TAILITS. Let me just get on. Starting with black, which we randomly determined to be Bo, players will take turns playing pieces on this 11 by 11 board. The first piece has to cover the dot. After that, there are 3 rules governing the placement of future pieces. Rule number 1, every piece must share an edge with at least one of the previous pieces. So this is an illegal placement because it doesn't share an edge with any previous pieces. Rule number 2, 2 pieces of the same shape/color may not share an edge. So this is illegal because a blue S piece shares an edge with another blue S piece. And finally, you cannot cover 4 cells that are in a 2 by 2 arrangement that all share a corner. So these 4 cells are all covered, which means that is an illegal play. But this is a legal play. Even though 2 pieces share a corner that are the same color, that's legal. And it shares an edge with one of the previous pieces. It doesn't share an edge with any pieces of the same color. And it does not form a 2 by 2 that is covered. The goal of the players is to get as many squares connected of their color as possible, horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. So the black player has 1, 2, 3, 4 such squares connected, and a group of 2. Whereas the white player has a group of 3, a group of 2, and a group of 1. Only your largest group counts for scoring. So in this situation, black would currently be ahead 4-3. But there's plenty of room left to play other pieces on the board. So someone else could win, like white, for example.
That would be nice.
Yes, that would be nice for you.
Mm-hmm.
The player who plays the last piece also gets an extra half point to prevent a tie later. So, because even though it's TAILITS, we don't believe in ties. So here's how, the players will have 15 minutes per side for each game.
And I touch this.
She touches her end to make yours start.
And then I touch my end to make her start.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So when she's ready to start the game, she will touch her half of the clock and you will play the first piece.
Mm-hmm.
Do you touch it to make when their turn's over?
Yeah, when your turn is over, you touch your clock.
Can we, if we put a piece down and change our mind and have not touched the clock, can we change?
You may do that.
Okay.
So
You may change your mind as long as you haven't touched the clock to end your turn. Let's do it that way, because these players are new to the game. They've only played it once before. I've played several times before, so I have a theoretical advantage, which is why I will not be fighting for the bye in the tournament. If all three of us were equally skilled, I would have a 2 in 8 chance of winning, and each of them would have a 3 in 8 chance of winning. So that's definitely a handicap. But we're not equally skilled, probably, so we'll see what happens.
We're definitely not.
For now, when Becky is ready for Bo to start, she will touch her half of the clock.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Opting for a green opening. White, considering that placement, White is up 3-2. White is up 5-4. That's illegal.
Oh, okay.
Make a legal play this time. Don't go off the board.
Yeah.
Our colors can match
If they touch a corner.
only if they touch a corner.
Right. Considering a different piece. Apparently that piece just isn't working out for him. He's using his right hand this time. Very unconventional strategy for a left-handed player. Black now has a group of 8. White has a group of 7 with that move. Again, employing the right-handed strategy.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
It's fine. We can see the board now.
Yes.
You can't play yet.
Oh, yeah.
Let her... Oh, yeah. She was gotta let her clock run out.
I know. I forgot.
That would have been a bad strategy.
Yes. I need all the time I can get.
If either player's clock runs out, the other player may make any number of moves that they want. So basically running out of time lets your opponent not have to worry about you. So don't run out of time. Well, I see some competition. It's still Beau's turn. There are an even number of pieces on the board, so it's Black's turn. Funny how that works out.
Mm-hmm.
Considering one of the green teas. Not that way. Try.
It can't go next to the blue. You might can move it down where it only touches on the corner.
The players know the rules of the game. That's usually a good sign.
That won't work.
Mm-mm. That forms a 2x2, I think?
Yes, right here.
That is definitely not legal.
And that forms a 2x2.
Considering that move, she has finalized her move. Ice. Not that piece, apparently. That touches... Nope. It's green touching green touching green.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Try something different.
So green can't touch green.
Right.
Same applies to all colors.
Right.
Let's see. Look around. There might not be any more moves.
I don't believe there are.
Okay.
If the two of you agree with me that there are no more moves, we can reset the clocks to 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So black made the last move and gets a half point, plus the largest group. I believe it's this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and a half points for black. Write that down.
Okay. Black. 16.5. B.
Let's see. B has several groups, but I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think her largest group is just 9.
Okay.
So you have to make up a deficit of 7.5 points or more
Okay.
in this next game to win. This next game is called TAIJI. It's played with different pieces. It's played with these pieces. Just like before, your goal is to make large groups of your color, Black will be trying to connect black squares to other black squares. White will be connecting white squares to other white squares. So, in this example, black would be doing very well with 3 connected black squares, while white would have a group of 2 and a group of 1. There are a few differences this time. Corners no longer count, so black still has a group of 3, not a group of 4. Still a group of 3, not a group of 5. So the other difference is this time we'll be scoring their 3 largest groups combined rather than just their 1 largest group. There will probably be more groups on the board is why that is. This is the way we play TAIJI. Normally TAIJI is played on a flat board, but when we play TAIJI on top of a board like this, we add one more rule just to make it sane. Every piece must lie flat, either on the bottom of the board, or on top of a tetromino, or on top of 2 tetrominos. You cannot place a TAIJI piece on top of another TAIJI piece. That would just be silly.
Which backwards is Ellis.
Mm-hmm. Illis.
Yeah.
So this in TAIJI, the white player starts, so black will touch the clock.
Okay. Now you didn't tell about counting. Oh yeah, you did. So
Yeah,
a diagonal doesn't count anymore, and
Gotta change your mindset.
right. And the starting person can play anywhere.
Right, as long as the piece lays flat.
Right.
There's no dot on the board anymore, so you can play anywhere.
So I will.
There's no rule that pieces must be connected to other pieces. Now you can play anywhere.
Yeah.
Absolutely anywhere. So the first player can play the first piece in one corner of the
Whenever
board.
you're ready, I'll touch the clock.
And the other player can play their first piece on the opposite corner of the board. And that would be perfectly legal.
Are you saying that's a good strategy?
I'm not saying it's a good strategy, I'm just saying it's legal.
Gotcha.
The rules of TAIJI are much less strict than the rules of TAILITS, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So whenever you guys are ready, black will start the clock.
Okay, start it.
Okay.
I may have stopped it.
Okay.
I think I ran my finger on
No,
this.
that's all right. No,
No.
it's going.
It's going.
Sorry.
Now, I am white.
You're black.
I'm black still. Okay.
Yes. That's what the board indicates. We've got a black square next to you.
Okay.
And you can do the 4. You can.
Yeah.
Right,
This is
you
a legal
can-
move.
Yep. Like I said, the rules of TAIJI, much less strict than the rules of TAILITS.
There's no double whites. That would be nice. Mm.
Touch the clock. Touch the clock.
Sorry. Thank you.
And you can cover 4.
Right.
Okay.
The rules are much less strict. Except that the connections can't be diagonal. That's the
Right.
only rule that is more strict. Yeah, just tap it in. Jadoob, as they say in chess.
Mhm.
Both
Oh,
players,
it's my turn.
Oh, no, I'm just
okay.
straightening that up.
Okay.
both players have a group of 6 right now. the game we're over now, black would have 8 points,
Mm-hmm.
white would have 9. But there's plenty of board left. I believe that was a blocking move. That's the call.
Touch.
You don't want to run out of time.
And that was a blocking move. Alright. That being the case.
That's legal, even though it touches nothing. Tap it in. Yeah, we'll do that. It's her time loss on the clock.
Oh,
Just if you want, tap both sides of the clock.
okay.
Tap hers first, and now yours. Okay. Now we have the right number of turns.
Okay.
Where'd you put your last one?
Right there.
Okay.
Mm. Don't think I want to do that. If I don't, you will. So.
I see no more level places to put a piece.
Me either.
So let's see. Correct me if there are bigger groups, but the three biggest groups I see for black are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, for a total of 19.
Okay.
You see any other groups bigger than 5?
No.
I'm just looking. I don't see any.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Corners.
6, 7. Oh yeah.
The connection rules are stricter in
Yeah.
TAIJI.
Right.
You got this 7, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got that 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay.
So add the 19 to the 16.5. I believe you finished with 35.5. Let's see what white has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in that group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, unless are there any groups bigger than 5 that we missed? I don't think so.
All right,
We counted
so you got-
that 9.
Okay, so this is the 9 right here.
You got 2, 3, 4. You got that 6, right?
7.
7.
7, right. Yeah.
Watch Sesame Street and learn how to count.
I know how to count.
Oh. Well, you might need a refresher course, apparently. So 5, 9, 7, and adds up to 21.
Right.
So she makes up a 2-point deficit, but not enough to regain the lead. She finishes with 30. She made up 2 points, but that wasn't enough.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And next week, I will play against Becky, since she did not earn a bye. And then the winner of that game will play Bo. He earned a bye. And we'll see what happens.